The most important thing, guys, the most important thing is we want to, when we talk about a particular result that we're going to help them get, we want this to be something that they're thinking about every single day. Okay. So, like Charles brought two things. He wants them to be confident in their compliance, and he wants them to be able to grow their business. Well, guess what? Most attorneys, they're not thinking about their like bookkeeping compliance or their tax compliance all day, every day, right? There's like very specific times of year where that's like a top of mind pain point for them. But like in the middle of June, an attorney doesn't give a crap about like his tax return, right?
Yeah, I'd argue
Um,
with IOLTA, it's a little bit different, but I think for the most part, you're right.
yeah, that could be. It's the, I think still the top of mind thing, and like the reason
Is
why
yeah.
IOLTA
No, I
standards
agree.
are important to them is not for IOLTA itself, but because I can't grow my business if I'm not compliant and I'm getting,
Right.
I don't know what happens. They get sued, they lose their license.
Lose their license.
Yeah. So, how to confidently scale to 8 figures without, and then so what's the thing that they feel like is preventing them from scaling to 8 figures?
It depends, and this is where I've been struggling on this one a little bit because I'm not sure if I should say, like, knowing when their next paycheck is coming in, if they're having cash flow issues, which is really common,
Mm,
or if I should just say, um, without being able to afford an employee, right? Because that first employee is really expensive, for an
mhm.
attorney.
What about like without hiring before you're ready?
Yeah, I mean, that would work.
And sometimes what I'll do too is I'll have multiple pain points here. So I might say how to confidently scale to 8 figures without hiring before you're ready. Um, um, Geeking out in spreadsheets or overspending on your marketing. I don't know. That's just I'm pulling that out of my butt. But you see how we get into this and we're kind of trying to read their mind, right? So they start watching this video and literally in the first 5 seconds they hear us talking about the things that they want most in life, at least when it comes to their business. That's kind of our objective here. Okay. Now I'm gonna go a little bit faster through the rest of this, but so if you're watching this video, then you probably want to scale your law firm to multiple 7 figures or maybe even 8 figures one day. But you may be running into some roadblocks, and then we're going to list off some pain points, and these should be um, I call them like oddly specific pain points. Okay, it needs to be like they're going to hear this from you, and they're going to be like, man, like is this guy an attorney? They're like, is this guy? You know, it sounds like he knows exactly what it's like to be me. So like Brian, Ryan, and I have gone through and done this exercise a few times for the accounting industry. And some of the things that we came up with was like, you've got this staff that you've hired and you've got great people on your team, but clients still only want to talk to you, right? Like that's a very common pain point once you have a few team members. Um, let's see, what's another one off the top of my head? There was one that was like, you've got like one big client and then a bunch of small clients, and so you're kind of worried like, hey, if something goes bad with this big client, then I'm going to be screwed because he's like, one big client's like 25% of my revenue. Um, so
Peter, to just not
yeah,
to, I'm a little confused on which vantage point are we looking at? Our pain point from who? Our
that your
perfect
client is
client?
feeling. Yeah,
Our perfect client? Okay, got it.
yeah, yeah.
Um, okay.
So we're getting inside their head. We're saying, what are the things that like really bug them? What are the things that keep them up at night? And some of these might be like really big, like existential risk type problems. Some of them might just be like little annoying things. It's almost like the actual goal here is to prove that we understand their situation and in really great detail, possibly even better than they understand it. Does that make sense?